When is war justifiable? I think only as a final resort, after all other means have been searched out and tried, and only to defend the helpless or the weak or the poor or the defenseless. I don't think a believer can ever aggressively, intentionally, proactively kill first, what now America is calling the right of preemptive strike. That does not fulfill the criteria of any great religious teacher. It's amazing to me that the religious people of America are not standing up and screaming. And yet we let our heads of state talk this way. The right of preemptive strike. Once that is set in motion, I don't think we have any idea what we've unleashed. That as soon as human beings perceive the possibility of anything, which can largely be manufactured by our own fears, we have a right to go kill first. It's unbelievable to me that after 2,000 years of Christian civilization, a head of state in the United States of America who calls himself Christian can get away with talking this way, and that we re-elect his party. It's unbelievable, because this is so out of line with any doctrine of just war whatsoever. In fact, it's the contrary movement. So, but after speaking that strongly, I hope you also heard what I said. I am not a total pacifist. I am a relative pacifist. I would be a believer because I was in Latin America and I saw too many little people being beaten up and kicked around and thinking that their job was to roll over and play dead. I think if we're going to have such a thing as a just war theory, we have to have in counterpart such a thing as a just revolution theory, where finally people at the bottom are able to say, this is intolerable and we have a right to defend ourselves. Now, I do believe they have to use every possible nonviolent means to defend themselves. But I don't believe that when someone is coming after them with a gun, they have to stand there and let themselves be shot. They have a right to defend themselves from people who are trying to kill them. But always a defensive posture. Now, you and I know it's a very hard thing to teach. But I still think theoretically it must be maintained, the right of innocent, defenseless people to defend themselves, but only as a last resort. And in history, it's never happened that way. So in a way, I feel like I'm talking to thin air because it never happens.